So my theory about Mama actually wanting to help these kids escape. Furthermore, my theory about the flowers that keep showing up in the scenes with all the monsters and all the kids escaping, having them on their bodies, being like an explosive device or something within them. Also, but you know what? That's the beauty of the Promised Neverland, because you never know. And Crone definitely didn't know what she was getting into in this chapter, or maybe she did, as she met her end by the machinations of both Mama and Grandmother in a plan to get her up out of here and get her up out of here quickly. Promised Neverland, chapter 23. The game is constantly changing and you never know with this series, and that's the beauty of it. Am I upset that my two theories and my two biggest theories were wrong? No, I'm not upset at all. I'm a little bit disappointed that my ultimate deduction had failed me, but I'm not mad at all. I mean, this is actually the reason why I read this chapter every week, and it's the reason why it's probably one of my favorites of the year, definitely of the new seasons or the new series that's going on right now. Not anything going, but everything that has come out, you know, like with these red sprites and all other things that was in Shonen Jump. For this series to be so captivating and to have me on the edge of my seat and have me looking forward to it every Sunday, Monday, wherever it decides to come out now, you gotta clap it up for it, as it's 23 chapters in and everyone has just been great. It has not been a bad chapter yet, and I think it's going to continue on that path. And also, let's give it props, because not only did it get the cover of Shonen Jump, this series actually made the cover this week. That color page was phenomenal. It was nice, and it may just have a little bit of foreshadowing of what's going on, as the color page or the color spread shows each one of our main 5 kids escaping with another kid in tow. And I love the tagline that it said. It said, "Gargantuan norms are being broken." That's definitely what the Promised Neverland is doing. It's definitely breaking all the tropes that you would think. And again, it remains to be unpredictable, which is making it the very best that's available right now. I cannot wait till this series gets animated. I really can. It's a little bit too early now. Like, I think back when Boku no Hero got approved for an anime, it was like in the 50s. So it'll probably be around that time too, when we see that we'll get anything from this series, depending on how long it goes. But it definitely does deserve one, and I think it's getting the push that it needs to have one for sure, with it keep getting these color pages and these spreads for Shonen Jump, because that's a big deal with them. That means you are the highlight of their magazine. So props to Promised Neverland. I cannot clap it up for this series. But let's get on to what happened in this chapter, because wow, I mean, it's not surprising that Sister Crone is dead. It's not. I mean, we knew it was coming and we knew it was going to be by Mama's hands, but the way that it was done was just so masterfully executed, and it really did take her by surprise, and it kind of got you in the feels a little bit, because we started out, we didn't know what to expect from Sister Crone. We thought we were going to absolutely hate her. I know I did. And she ended up being one of the best characters in this series so far with the things that she was doing. And it makes things a little bit sadder to know that she really did want these kids to escape. Not like because, you know, she cared about them or anything. She wanted these kids to escape to break the system that's going on between Mama, Grandmother, the demons, and everything about people getting ate. She wants a complete breakdown of the system. As in her last moments, she realized there's only 2 options that they can have: either to become a mama or to get eaten. It's either eat or be eaten. That's the only option that these kids have. So she truly was trying to help them. It was interesting to see that all along she really was on their side, no matter how you look at it. So wow. So let's get down to what happened in this chapter per se, because we left off last week with Mama confronting Crone with that letter to get her out of the area that she's in. The letter that Mama had for Crone actually was a promotion letter. It wasn't a letter to send her directly to her doom. It was a letter of recommendation and a letter saying that she's been assigned to Plantation 4 as the mama there. So it was still a little bit of, you know, setup there, because Crone is now looking like, wow, I'm actually going to be a mama somewhere. But you ever get that feeling that things just maybe going a little bit too well? Well, that's what Crone realized exactly, and she realized that right away, as she was saying, wait a minute, why would Mama actually recommend for me to go anywhere? Because clearly Mama said that she had this letter of recommendation for Crone in the works for quite some time. She had already put in the good word for Crone, so when the opening became available in this Plantation number 4, where the person there mysteriously can't work anymore, Crone was to be sent there, and she's like, no, she has no reason to promote me, especially after possibly knowing what I'm up to. So Crone was looking like, damn, no matter what I do, I am still stuck. I cannot put the rug from under this woman. The only thing I can do now is go out on a limb and perhaps tell grandmother about the kids trying to escape, because she put together that the letter that Mama had, it was definitely authentic. But how did she actually get this letter? Mama had to have gotten this letter from someone in the higher ups. So Crone's a little bit leery about that, as Mama tells her to go outside to meet grandmother and you're going to be shipped off to your next destination. And once she gets there, again, her last ditch effort was to tell grandmother what was going on. Grandmother was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what's going on, and I'm not worried about it, because if I can handle this, then Isabella can handle this for sure. And we got a little glimpse of a flashback of Isabella when she was a kid and back when grandmother was her mother. So perhaps Isabella probably tried to escape, which brings up one of my other theories that could still be true until it's proven wrong, is that when you escape or you try to escape and you get caught, they're just going to reel you back in and make you a mama, because that would be the better person in order to watch these kids as somebody that knows how they operate. So with that being said, Grandma is like, no, you're not a suitable replacement for Isabella. She produces the best results and we need her to keep doing that. So she is properly snatched up by a goon, grabbed and eaten, and that little flower stabbed into her chest as she dies. But right before that happens, we see Crone saying that she pretty much accepted her fate, but she says, I'm going to go down fighting. You're not going to kill me like this. I want these kids to escape. I want these kids to tear down this foundation, as she's saying this for herself, as she came to that realization that there's no way out. There's no help for them, and you can either only eat or be eaten. And I truly am going to miss Sister Crone. So she seemed to have left something really big, as we see this pen that she left for the kids, or she left somewhere, and that pen has some type of significance that I think is going to help the kids to escape. So it was really good. I mean, I admit it was really good to see that Crone, even though we thought she was the villain, whether she was doing it in her own heart or not, she really was trying to help these kids after all. It's like the person that we thought was the villain is actually their friend in the end. So this was probably my favorite chapter out of all of them so far. I absolutely love this chapter. I'm going to read it again, as a matter of fact. So guys, definitely know what you thought of this chapter in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and drop it a like. If you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content for you to indulge on his channel. Definitely let me know your thoughts and theories for this series and this chapter for sure. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. As I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.